The journey to Tuschen Sports Club takes just over an hour from Georgetown, and while it's not the most developed area, the cool countryside setting is most calming to the nerves. Over the last 5 years, a team led by club captain Kishan Debidine have been working overtime to bring the ground, which predominantly hosts cricket, up to its best shape. An elderly villager who was on an afternoon stroll told us the ground has been in existence since the 1960s. Over the next few years, Debidine wants to take the developments up another level.
It was a really tough challenge because when we take over this ground here, just a ground you see in here, you pass, you're noticing shape bush and stuff like that. So we decided to have a meeting and we take over the ground and we get the people in the community, business people in the community. And for example, just a guy by the name of Supreme Petroleum Nazir Khan, he wanted to assist me to get this ground to where it is today. And it was a tough challenge because we had a lot of holes in the ground. We had to get ourselves together and work as a team and put the ground how it is now. We get franchise cricket playing here now. And the Guyana Cricket Board does send this ground is host actually every game for Essequibo cricket. Most of the games then because this is a Essequibo franchise venue ground. So we never had them games before. Since we take over this ground, is we work together and the cricket board see the potential that we put it in, the effort we put it in. So they decide to bring the games here. First of all, the cricket board didn't know that Tuschen had a ground so wonderful. It's when we take over the ground, is then they see how beautiful the ground is. And we got more effort to put it in.
National coach Ryan Hercules, who lives in the community, said the development is of a timely nature.
Essequibo, for instance, facility. This is one of the grounds we have been using in the franchise. One of the better grounds in Essequibo, apart from Imam Baka's ground that we use for the franchise to do our fielding and stuff like that. And it's very important because you have a lot of youngsters around the area and everyone cry out that problem is using the ground, getting the ground to use. So that's a very, very key factor. We need facilities so we could get the players into cricket and to better them. True to the under 19, under 17, under 15, there's so much talent, but what happens is due to the same problem of not having facilities, players don't go on further to represent say Essequibo senior team or go to that extra mile. So Essequibo from Cameroon all the way to Bartica, East Bank, Lego and Wakenham, lots and lots of young players. I would have coached the under 19 where we had so much young players, but after the under 19 level is finished, we don't hear from 70% of the players then because there's no further for them to do in terms of cricket wise because of facility is a main aspect.
The club is not done just yet since there are plans for more expansion if they can garner the necessary financial support.
As you can see, we don't create archery side defense already. We will back the wicket, just the front fence now, we have to build. And we have intention in taking the fence a little more. As you can see here now, the bushes are back there. When you take the fence out a little more, you're gonna end up now and be a longer boundary. So the ball won't last in the drain and stuff like that. So we can put 3 practice pitches there and across over there, where you see the big space there. We're glad if the government could grant we a multi-center because we got female cricket does play here. And it's not nice to the female cricketers and the male cricketer for them among the spectators. It's not nice, it's not comfortable. So you need the facility now so that the players could help separate from the spectators. Them. You want a facility where you get changing room, you can get a board like to keep a meeting right up there and stuff like that. You understand? Just a multi-center we need.
From a social standpoint, sport is certainly being used to keep the youths in the area meaningfully occupied.
As part of our community-oriented policing program, youth and sports is taking the front line. And I have been involved in sports for a number of years. I was the sports officer in Borbies. That is how I know Mr. Shabir from Blairmont. His team is playing here today. Cold Fusion team is actually my team. We have about 14 youths under the age of 19. And the whole idea of having a team and having sports play is to keep youths meaningfully occupied. And if you could look around the pavilion, you would see some youths in grey You know, those are some of our potentials. They have good talent, and I want to expose it. But apart from them, I want to encourage others to also come on board where it concerns sports. I am getting the fullest support of my commander for this initiative in terms of putting forward our community-oriented policing program. And yes, sports is one of our main focus in interacting with the wider public.
Well, the ground is open to anybody. Anybody ground is open to anybody. Just you have some guidelines you have to follow, and the ground is open to anybody. I would like to see, for one, the multi-center be active. They must create it, and we got find a way to get it active. And lights. Lights is a big market. You know, we got night cricket now, and it's good for have lights and any light. You don't have to play cricket alone. You got other sports. You can play volleyball, netball. You know, other sports, etc.
He gets this one high in the air. That's going to clear the field. And run for victory. Comes in, balls to Jawahir, and a big swing and a miss. And it goes through the stone towards the boundary. That's the congratulations, Blairmont.
For the newsroom, Akim Green.